Hello, everyone. We'll be getting started shortly. Thanks for joining us. Just waiting for other participants to join, and then we will be getting started in a few minutes. Right, so it looks like we can get started here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this year's Alumni Travel Showcase. My name is Jenny Harchak, and I'm the Assistant Director for the Alumni Travel Program at the Penn State Alumni Association. I am a 2014 graduate of Penn State, and I've been working at the university for 7 years. I love to travel, and I'm excited to share that passion with all of you today during our travel showcase. Let's get ready to embark on an extraordinary journey as we present the most exciting trips from our highly anticipated 2024 lineup. We have scoured the globe to curate an incredible collection of destinations and experiences exclusively for our esteemed alumni and friends community. You may be wondering why travel with the Penn State Alumni Association. Well, traveling with the Penn State Alumni Association offers numerous benefits that enhance the overall travel experience, such as exclusive access to popular destinations around the world, networking opportunities with fellow alumni and friends, safety and security traveling together in a group, alumni pride, and some tours will even have a representative host from Penn State to enhance your experience with their knowledge and expertise while on the trip. For some housekeeping, we would like to let you know that we are recording this session. Live closed captions are available for this event. You can access them by clicking the closed caption button at the bottom of the Zoom video and then clicking show subtitle. You may also customize your caption view by clicking the stream text link posted in the chat. We will have a few minutes after each presenter for you to ask questions about their company or the specific trips that they featured during their presentation. At the end of the entire presentation, you have the opportunity to ask me questions about the overall travel program. Let's get started. We've gathered 4 esteemed presenters from our trusted travel operators who are here to share their exciting featured trips for the year 2024. Each presenter brings with them a wealth of experience and expertise in the travel industry, promising unforgettable adventures and remarkable destinations. And our presenters this evening are Vanessa Cheatham from Orbridge, Bob Carpenter from AHI, Claudia Dunn from Odysseys Unlimited, and Andrew Spiro from Go Next. First up, we have Vanessa Cheatham, who is the Senior Vice President of Sales for Orbridge. She will be discussing the upcoming trips, Galapagos Western Itinerary, and Discover Denali National Park. So take it away, Vanessa.
Thanks so much, Jenny. I'm so glad to be here with my Nittany Lion family. I'm an alum of the university, and it's always so nice to join one of these and to see you all back on campus as well. I'm glad to be here talking about what we all love, travel. And again, thank you to Jenny and the team for putting this together. Next slide, please. We've been partnering with Penn State for over a decade to take Nittany Lions to destinations around the globe. Orbridge is based outside of Seattle, Washington, and we're a small family-owned business of approximately 40 employees, all of whom are as passionate about travel as I am. We work exclusively in the educational travel market with other colleges and universities like Penn State, though none as special, and other educational groups like zoos, museums, and continuing ed groups. Next slide, please. Our most important guiding principle at Orbridge is that our programs are beloved by guests. And for us, that simply means that we focus on destinations that offer life-changing experiences that our guests will not forget. We hope to do this by utilizing customized accommodations, like private family-owned villas and iconic lodges, as well as by chartering small ships. And we create excursions that are exclusive to your special Penn State group to provide a depth of understanding in a location, perhaps an understanding of a people group or the history of the area. We do make it our priority to offer a deluxe experience at a value price. Next slide. Some of the services that we provide include a guest service team that specializes in your program of choice. So they've seen what you're going to see and they've walked alongside your tour directors. They'll speak specifically to what you're going to experience. We offer a curated expedition library. You can see that photo on the left. It includes a map, field guide, coffee table book, maybe a relevant novel for the area. And we send that again with the intention of enhancing the educational content of the program. Another service that we provide that I think is special about Orbridge are our dedicated travel directors and expedition leaders. They get very high praise and most have been with Orbridge for over a decade. We try to find the most knowledgeable and dedicated tour directors. In an example, for example, on the Denali National Park program that I'm going to tell you about soon, we are hiring retired park rangers. And so they offer a really unique perspective into the parks, having lived and worked there for much of their career. Next slide, please. 2023 tour. So you can see we have a few remaining in 2023, all of which have a little bit of space, maybe a cabin or two on each of those with the exception of the Via Rail. So please reach out if any of those are of interest. And for 2024, if you could go to the, thank you so much. We are offering tours all over the world, 2 domestic tours as well, if you want to stay closer to home. And now I'm going to tell you about 2 in particular, 1 international, the Galapagos Islands, and 1 domestic, Denali National Park. The Galapagos is a place unlike any that I've ever traveled. It's designated the first UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1978, and it's been described as a unique living museum and showcase of evolution. Penn State has a special and unique opportunity for an exclusive departure in 2024, led by our own Carter Hunt. Dr. Hunt is an environmental anthropologist and associate professor at Penn State, where his research and teaching focus broadly on the social science of environmental conservation. He has spent more than 24 months in the Galapagos Islands, where his current research brings an added human history and cultural heritage perspective to the islands. So I think it's really exciting. I've worked with Carter on this tour before, but this is unique because it's exclusive, just traveling with fellow Penn Staters. And we're so excited to have him leading a departure again this February. Next slide. You'll spend 2 days of this itinerary in historic Quito, Ecuador, before we fly to the islands and embark on a 40-passenger small ship for about 5 days. We travel throughout the islands over the course of those 5 days. In Quito, can we go to the next slide? In Quito, the journey begins with guided touring in this capital of Ecuador in historic Old Town. A local guide will take us through the Quito neighborhood of San Roque, where we'll visit with locals and explore life alongside them. These locals include artists, shopkeepers, hat makers, a whole variety of folks that will share their life and work with you. We'll also explore the San Francisco market, which is truly a feast for the senses, and we'll learn about all the unique Ecuadorian fruits and vegetables, as well as taste some of them. At the end of an admittedly full day, we retire to a beautiful property called Casa Gangatena, which is in the heart of the Spanish colonial Old Town in Quito. And now you're looking at at the first location once we fly to the island the very next day. So we arrive into Santa Cruz Island, and after a short scenic drive around Santa Cruz, we arrive in the Highlands, where we have lunch alongside a lovely local family at their locally owned restaurant. It's tucked away, completely immersed in nature, and a beautiful way to start your time in the islands. And after lunch, you can guess what you're going to be doing. You experience the iconic species for which the Galapagos were named. We'll see the tortoises up close, walking among them and learning about the various stages of tortoise care and development. We visit a baby tortoise house and talk with them about their conservation efforts around this incredible animal. Then we head to the Charles Darwin Research Center to learn more about the conservation efforts around the islands and the many unique species to the islands. And Carter has arranged a special visit at the research center with many of his colleagues, and this is exclusive to your group. So you'll spend a bit more time there and get to know their work and all the work that they're doing in the islands. Next slide, please. Every day you'll explore the natural beauty of the islands through a variety of perspectives, including these. We'll be on skiff rides every single day. To explore the islands, there will be opportunities to snorkel multiple times. We hike, we'll kayak if you like, we can go on glass bottom boat rides, and we're led on all of these expeditions by 3 naturalists who are native to the islands. They're both incredibly knowledgeable about the islands, but they're also quite proud of their home, and they lend a very unique perspective, having lived there and now work there for their life. They're experts in the area's history, biology, and conservation. Next slide, please. Your home for the 5 days is the yacht Isabella II, and there's really no way to see the islands but by small ship. Sailing by small ship allows for the flexibility in our itinerary to maximize wildlife viewing, as well as to access exclusive ports. So with only a capacity of 40 guests, the newly refurbished Isabella II was designed to provide the ultimate in comfort while you're cruising the islands. Some of the highlights are the beautiful lounge with panoramic windows, the dining al fresco. You can see some of those photos. There's a library, a hot tub, a small fitness area. It's really a beautiful and very comfortable ship. Next slide. We offer a pre-tour and a post-tour on this program, and Mashpee is a very, very popular pre-tour. Mashpee Rainforest Biodiversity Reserve, which is both a cloud forest and a rainforest, a myriad of flora and fauna, and the lodge is absolutely exquisite. It's so serene and really breathtaking. Panoramic windows, open air terraces, it's stunning. So that's an option for a pre-tour. And next slide, please. Another option is our Machu Picchu post tour. So 6 days in the Peruvian highlands, and you'll spend time in Cusco, the Sacred Valley, and of course, the Inca Empire, Machu Picchu. Moving right along. We're also visiting Denali. If you'd like to stay closer to home in July, which is a beautiful time to be in Denali. It's a 6-day, 5-night tour that takes you further north into Alaska's rugged forests. The destination, of course, Denali National Park and Reserve. We arrive into Fairbanks, also known as the Golden Heart of Alaska because of the gold found there. And then we travel towards Anchorage. En route, we have a stop that guests really love at the Museum of the North for a curator-led tour. That museum is fantastic. It has 1.3 million specimens. It's also a research museum, so guests really enjoy that experience. Next slide, please. And then we spend 3 full days exploring Denali National Park with your Orbridge expedition leader and a Muri Science and Learning Center naturalist guide. Some options for exploring the park include a dog sledding excursion, an optional glacier landing, and an Arctic Circle flight. So lots of ways to experience the park. Next slide. You also will enjoy time on the Alaska Railroad, which is certainly a highlight for guests on this tour. Transport on the distinguished railroad's flagship train called the Denali Star. You have upgraded Gold Star service, which includes reserved seating in the upper level glass domed car. and meals throughout. We travel through one of the most scenic stretches of the world famous Alaska Railroad through the boreal forests of interior Alaska via the Denali Star. And then on this program as well, actually, let me just mention, we don't like to nickel and dime you at Orbridge. So virtually everything with the exception of a few meals on this program is included on the Galapagos. Nearly everything, including meals, are included. So, you know, porterage, gratuities, there are more details online about what is included, but certainly quite a bit is. And finally, our Denali post tour. Next slide, if you don't mind. This is an optional Southeast Alaska post tour where you're sailing on a small 70-passenger vessel on an expedition cruise, which navigates the narrow channels and inlets of Southeast Alaska in a way that only small ships can provide. Abundance of wildlife, breathtaking glaciers, and that is if you'd like to extend your time in Alaska by small ship, it's a 7-day cruise as well. Next slide. Those are just some of the experiences that you will see on the Alaska cruise. We've seen bears on, I can say, every single departure, and quite a bit of whale activity as well, including bubble net feeding, skiff rides up to see the glaciers. Next slide. And there we are, my fellow Penn Staters. And finally, we'd like to pass along savings of $125 per person to you for joining this webinar, and you can just mention it and it will be reflected in your billing if you'd like to join us for any of these or any other Penn State or Bridge program. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Vanessa. That was great. We can check the question and answer here. If you have any questions for Vanessa about Orbridge or either of the trips that she discussed, feel free to drop those in the Q&A box. We do have a question here from one of our participants. They would like to know how much leeway do you offer in choosing air flights? I like to choose specific flights.
Absolutely. You are welcome to choose any air that you like. And what we do and what we do in advance of this, after you reserve, within about 3 to 5 days, we would send you all of those specifications, like when we'd like you to arrive and depart and the windows that we prefer that you do it in. And then you're welcome to book your own air. We also have an air partner that can provide you quotes and optional itineraries, and then you're welcome to book with them or, you know, book on your own.
Great, thank you.
Sorry, I see one other, sorry, I saw a question in the chat about a single supplement.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There are a few single supplement questions, so if you go ahead and cover that, we'll be good.
Thank you, Jenny. Sorry about that. Yes, we do have single supplements for all of the programs, and the pricing is all online, and I'd be glad to share that after with anyone who's interested. But singles are welcomed on all of our tours.
All right, great. Thank you, Vanessa. I think we will move on then. And if you have any other questions that you think of, there will be time that we can ask our presenters at the end as well. Next up, we'll move right along with Bob Carpenter, who is the Vice President of Sales at AHI. He will be telling you more about Dutch Waterways, trip Amsterdam to Antwerp, and Tuscany and Emilia-Romagna, a cultural and culinary journey. Whenever you're ready, Bob, go ahead.
Great. Thank you, Jenny. Delighted to be with all of you all. Hadn't been to Happy Valley in a long time, unlike Vanessa, but it's a beautiful place to visit, and I love it there. I'm Vice President of Sales at AHI. I've been with them for a long time. Just to tell you a little bit about the history of AHI. We were founded in 1962, based in Chicago. We've been there ever since, and we have always worked in the nonprofit world. We work with over 150 universities and colleges around US and Canada. And I think we've been working with Penn State pretty much ever since they started a travel program. It's been a great relationship, and we very much appreciate it. We also have an air department that can help you with the pitfalls and confusing regulations of air travel these days. And we do have a program called Flex Air that allows you to pick your departure city, your routing. You go online, you find it, and then if you book with us, then we cover all your transfers to and from the destination. All our tours are fully escorted, and for those of you who have enjoyed group travel in the past, know that the travel director on site can make or break the experience. Thank you, Carrie. That I was just about to say next slide. We have Beata in Dutch Waterways, Chiara in Italy. We have Ivana in Croatia, Fred in France, Jessica in Switzerland. And I hope some of you have had the pleasure of traveling with one of these lovely people who, in many cases, have been with us for decades. They really are the best in the business. Next slide, please. Now, we're not going to dwell on this too long because it's insurance and it's too early for people to go to sleep. But anyway, AHI Travel Assurance is travel accident and sickness protection that we put in place during COVID, and it continues on. It's to no cost to our travelers. It's included in the price of the trip, but it does cover trip delay, accident, medical expenses, sickness, medical expenses, and emergency evac, which is great, but that is included to you at no cost. Okay, next slide, please. We have 11 amazing tours with Penn State next year, 8 land journeys, 2 river journeys, and 1 coastal Croatian cruise in the Dalmatian coast. And of the 11, 7 of those programs have no single supplement. And that means if you're a solo traveler, that you do not pay an additional price. Those programs are Dutch Waterways, which I'll be reviewing, our Christmas holiday markets down the Rhine River, the Croatia and Dalmatian cruise with Ivana, Spain and Andalusia, Portugal down in the south in Ayanteo, Greece featuring Athens and the Peloponnesian Peninsula, and of course Normandy, France for the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings. Okay, next slide, please. Talk a little bit about what you can expect on our European river journeys. We are a leader in this field, and we've been doing it for a very long time. We were on some of the first cruises down these rivers for American travelers. Brand new first-class river ships. They are all fully chartered. You're going to be with AHI travelers from different universities and lots of Penn State folks. All of them are capped out at about 140 passengers, even though there's like 160 beds on board. In this particular case of Dutch Waterways, we're using a little more exclusive ship where there'd be 84 travelers total, and most of those are going to be Penn Staters, I hope. High level of service, wonderful cuisine, beer, wine, soft drinks included with lunch and dinner, wonderful cabins, all with outside views and complimentary Wi-Fi. Next slide, please. And some of the other things. We do have a range of excursions that are included in the journey. We allow you to pick and choose what you're most comfortable with doing in the ports of call, and that's at no additional cost to you. As I mentioned, no single supplement on the river cruises, so you can occupy a double cabin at no additional cost. And we devise our own customized itineraries. You will not find our trips on in any retail outlet. We feel this is an excellent value at a very attractive price when you look at all the included features. Next slide, please. So we're going to talk a little bit about Dutch Waterways as well as one other to Italy. It's a great trip. I took my family there last year. It's just so much fun. You unpack one time, you're on the river ship the whole time, and you see some beautiful sights there. Keukenhof Gardens in Amsterdam, which is a showcase. So you see that picture down at the bottom there, a showcase for tulip growers. And it is just spectacular. We only travel during tulip time for this program, and it's wonderful. But you'll also get Bruges and her Gothic gems, the impressive medieval old town of Antwerp, where we also have a pre-trip optional stay. But we also go to Kampen and Veer, which are just spectacular, mini versions of Amsterdam, wonderful ports of call. As I mentioned, you unpack one time, you're on board the ship the entire time. And we do have these personalize your journey options in the different ports of call. And they can be active, like a bike trip, escorted bike trip in Amsterdam. It can be culinary, like a visit with a chef and go into a market, or it could be a behind the scenes at a museum like the Rijksmuseum. So you have your opportunity to make the trip your own at no additional cost. We will go to Rijksmuseum is actually included in the itinerary, as well a visit to the Keukenhof gardens, but you'll also be able to go to Bruges, as I mentioned, have a little beer tasting trip or a chocolate tasting trip. So lots of different choices there, but everybody will also get a Amsterdam cruise in the canals of Amsterdam. Just a wonderful, fun trip. If you're a flower lover, you got to do it one of these days. Okay, next slide, please. And let's play a quick video.
From Amsterdam's gabled houses to Giethoorn's tiny canals, enjoy ever-changing panoramas as you cruise the intimate waterways of the Netherlands and Belgium. Delight in Bruges' ambience and Antwerp's medieval splendor. Follow your passions with included excursion choices in select ports. Stroll amid gorgeous tulips, bicycle through villages, or behold Dutch masterpieces. Watch artisans at Royal Delft or explore The Hague. Sample Belgian beer, visit a chocolaterie, or admire Flemish art. On your exclusively chartered first-class ship, unpack once and enjoy gracious service, gourmet cuisine, and comfortable cabins. As you explore, relish comfortable camaraderie and new friendships that create unforgettable memories. Throughout this incredible journey, you'll be in the care of a seasoned travel director who handles all logistics, allowing you to thoroughly enjoy your destination. And our expert guides and local speakers will make the region's unique history and culture come to life. Plus, all of our trips feature free time, so you can strike off on your own and make new discoveries. It's time to dust off your dreams and explore. Call now to reserve your place on this one-of-a-kind adventure.
Okay, thanks, Carrie. Next one, please. Okay, I hope you enjoyed her narration much more than mine. I did. Next one, in Tuscany and Emilia-Romagna, cultural and culinary journey. This is an exclusive trip with Penn State, a maximum of 28 travelers. There's an incredible heritage and culinary history on this tour. You'll enjoy both regions by staying 4 nights in Parma, which is considered really the epicenter of Italian gourmet, and then 4 nights in Cortona, beautiful little Tuscan hill town. Okay, next slide, please. Here's the hotel in Parma, the Maria Luigia, named after Napoleon's wife. Lovely first-class accommodations right in the heart of Parma. It's a very charming hotel, and Parma itself is a very charming town. As I mentioned, it's considered the food capital of Italy, and of course, famous for Parma ham, salami, and Parmesan Reggiano cheese. Next slide, please. This is our hotel in Cortona, lovely little hill town in the heart of Tuscany. Villa Marsili is a family-run operation that has all kinds of beautiful artwork on the walls there, and it's within walking distance of the beautiful old town square in Cortona that overlooks the Elsa Valley. Just spectacular. Let's go to the next slide. And some of the highlights of this one, we're going to go to Modena, which is the home of fantastic balsamic vinegar, Bologna, which is also a great culinary capital, Orvieto with its spectacular cathedral, We'll go to the University of Bologna and the Etruscan Museum in Cortona. So there are also some personalize your journey options there to customize your trip to your likings. Next slide, please. So that's it for me. I've tried to stay within my time limits. Jenny, hope I did. Thank you all
Yes.
so much for your attention.
Great job, Bob. Thank you very much. Check the Q&A here. It looks like they're wondering if we can find these trips on the Penn State travel website. Yes, we do have all of the rest of our 2023 trips on the website, and we do have our 2024 trips on there as well. So it's alumni.psu.edu/travel. We have another question about asking if you can get the presentation emailed to share with other Penn State families who can't attend this presentation. And yes, we can send that out in our follow-up email to all of you, and it will be on our Facebook page and YouTube page as well. Let's move on here with Claudia. Claudia is the manager of special interest groups for Odysseys Unlimited. She'll be discussing the trips to Sicily in depth and Egypt and the Eternal Nile. So ready whenever you are, Claudia.
Great. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to thank Jenny Harchak and the Alumni Association for giving Odysseys Unlimited the opportunity to join Penn State's 2024 Travel Showcase. I'm Claudia Dunn, and I've been working as a program manager with Odysseys Unlimited for 7 years. Odysseys Unlimited has partnered with Penn State for 22 years, and we're celebrating our 25th anniversary this year. Next slide, Carrie, please. For those of you who have traveled with Odysseys, thank you for joining us. We look forward to hosting you again on future tours. For those who have not yet been on an Odysseys tour, here's a brief overview about our company and tours. We are a land-based small group tour operator that offers over 50 tours worldwide, including the US and Canada. We always limit the size of our groups to 12 to 24 guests, providing our travelers with an intimate tour experience. Our tour directors are top-notch and known to be the best in the industry. We include unique accommodations with many stays in boutique-style properties. All transportation, including airfare from your home city within the US, is included when purchasing the land and air package. If you wish to make your own flights, the land-only package is available. Our tours feature extensive sightseeing with entry fees included. Next slide, please. In 2024, we'll be offering 4 programs with the Alumni Association: Southeast Asia Odyssey, Sicily in Depth, Moroccan Discovery, and Egypt and the Eternal Nile. For today, I'll be sharing the Sicily and Egypt tours in more detail. Next slide, please. We welcome you on our Sicily in Depth small group journey from April 14th through the 25th. We meet at the crossroads of the Mediterranean, the toe in Italy's boot, God's kitchen. Sicily is all this and much more as we explore around this Italian island. Its lively cities and ancient ruins, temples of man and of nature, hospitable people, and delectable cuisine, a feast for all the senses. Next slide, please. We arrive in Italy's autonomous capital city of Sicily, Palermo, exploring and discovering the city's claim to fame, impressive architecture, and world-class street food. We take a walking tour to see the Palermo Cathedral, Palazzo Reale, and the Church of San Cataldo, all Arab Norman Palermo UNESCO sites. We meander our way through vibrant markets selling arancini, cannoli, and other Sicilian specialties, which we may stop to sample. We tour Eris, a medieval wall town perched atop a small mountain with panoramic views of the port town Trapani and the Tyrrhenian Sea. Next slide, please. On our way to Argento, we stop in Montreal, which overlooks a rich valley studded with groves of orange, olive, and almond trees. While here, we visit the city's celebrated cathedral, another gem of Arab Norman Palermo, to witness the dazzling mosaics, which contain close to 5,000 pounds of pure gold. We also spend time at a nearby family-owned winery to taste local wines and share a meal. Next slide. On our second day in Agrigento, we explore the Valley of the Temples, a UNESCO site and known in its heyday as the most beautiful city of the mortals during the golden age of ancient Greece. Our day is not complete without a visit to a nearby farm for a cooking lesson of local Sicilian cuisine, followed by dinner prepared by the group. Next slide. On day 7, we travel across Sicily to Syracuse, known as Syracusa, once the largest city in the ancient world, and now an alluring spot known for its archaeological sites and relaxed seaside ambience. We spend 2 days here with the opportunity to explore the archaeological park of Neapolis, a UNESCO site comprised of ancient monuments, to see the 5th century BCE Greek theater, an amphitheater where tragedies were staged and still in use today. Visit the Roman amphitheater, a 1st century BCE arena that once held gladiator spectacles and today hosts musicals on its ancient stones. And we embark on a cruise along Sicily's Ionian coast, dotted with tiny islands and caves. We disembark on the island of Ortigia to explore and have lunch. Next slide, please. We leave Syracusa and make our way up to the coast to Mount Etna, one of Europe's largest active volcanoes. We admire this conical snow-capped volcano, once known as the Forge of Vulcan, god of fire. Today, Sicilians have a personal relationship with the volcano, which frequently erupts but is rarely destructive. After our visit to see Etna, we stop at a private farm set amidst acres of lemon and kiwi groves and enjoy a homemade lunch prepared by the family who lives here. We then make our way to Taormina, a lovely medieval town which overlooks the Ionian Sea. On our final day here, we see the Greek theater where gladiators once battled, fortress-like Duomo, and the grand Piazza Vittorio, an inviting plaza. We celebrate our adventure over a farewell dinner before returning home on day 12, which will be April 25th. Next slide, please. Come join us in the Middle East on our Egypt and the Eternal Nile tour from November 4th through the 18th. Accompanied by an expert Egyptian guide, we travel through antiquity from vibrant Cairo and the Great Pyramids to Abu Simbel and the Upper Nile for a fascinating cruise on Lake Nasser. Then a classic voyage along the Lower Nile from Aswan to Luxor continues our journey before we conclude our trip in Cairo. Penn State offered its first Egypt program in October 2022, and it was hosted by the Alumni Association's very own Kelly Morganti. We've included photos of this trip, and I'm sure you'll see some familiar faces. Next slide, please. Our tour starts in Egypt's capital, Cairo, where we spend 2 full days exploring this ancient and hectic city. We visit the acclaimed Egyptian Museum to see the greatest relics and antiquities from almost every period in Egyptian history. We tour the citadel of Saladin, a medieval fortress and home to Egyptian rulers for almost 700 years, including famed leader Muhammad Ali. And we explore Old Cairo, where early capital cities once stood. Next slide, please. And of course, we encounter the astounding pyramids of Giza and the enigmatic Sphinx, which ranks among the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Next slide, please. From Cairo, we fly to Aswan to visit the Aswan High Dam, considered a marvel of engineering when completed in 1965. The creation of the dam created one of the world's largest man-made lakes, Lake Nasser. A unique highlight of this tour is our peaceful 3-day cruise on the lake. During the cruise, we see special sites of ancient Nubia, Egypt's neighbor in antiquity. We also visit Abu Simbel, with its massive complex of temples guarded by the statues of Ramses II and his wife, Nefertari. Astoundingly, Abu Simbel's original site was moved here stone by stone from its original location, which was flooded by Lake Nasser. Next slide, please. Here's a photo of Penn State's group at Dhaka Temple. Lots of happy faces. Next slide, please. On day 9, we bid farewell to Lake Nasser and board another ship for a 4-night cruise along the Lower Nile River. Highlights of this cruise include sailing aboard small feluccas known as replicas of ancient Nile sailboats, touring the haunting Valley of the Kings and Queens, where more than 50 monarchs and nobles built their tombs, and the dramatic temple of Hatshepsut, honoring one of the few female pharaohs. And then we make our way to explore the sprawling and splendid Karnak Temple, which was under construction for approximately 1,500 years and spans over 10,000 square feet. Next slide, please. While in Luxor, we have the option to rise early to gain a new perspective of the Nile's west bank by hot air balloon. Next slide, please. We conclude our tour in Cairo visiting the bustling Khan el Khalili Bazaar, where we bargain with local artisans. We also visit the open air museum at Memphis, Egypt's first capital, and now a pleasant remnant of long ago times with sculptures, a sphinx, and a limestone colossus of Ramses II. We stop at nearby Saqqara, a necropolis used of more than 3,000 years to bury Old Kingdom royalty, and celebrate with new friends at our farewell dinner. On day 15, we depart Cairo and arrive in the US, which will be November 18th. Next slide, please. I'd like to quickly mention Odyssey Unlimited's health and safety protocols. Our guest well-being is our top priority, which means our protocols are constantly being evaluated for your safety and health in mind, and include the following. Guests are required to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 prior to arrival on tour, as are all our tour directors and long-haul motor coach drivers. Odysseys will be sending COVID-19 health and safety forms to all guests prior to departure. Guests must sign those forms and adhere to all our protocols while on tour. Next slide, please. I'd like to give a special thank you to Jenny, Carrie, and the Alumni Association for giving Odysseys the opportunity to showcase our 2024 trip offerings with Penn State. We hope you'll join us.
Thanks, Claudia. I really enjoyed all the Penn State photos in Egypt. A lot of those photos were from last year's trip of our alumni on the Egypt trip. Looks like we have some questions here. Are any of our Penn State tours family friendly? Typically, our tours are geared towards adults and not necessarily younger children. So you could always call our office if there was a specific trip that you were looking into, and we could give you more information if it was one that you could bring children on, but typically just adults. And then we have some questions about if there are any single supplements on these tours that you spoke about specifically, Claudia.
Yes, there are single supplements on each tour. For Southeast Asia, the single supplement, would you like to know the amount? Would the guests like to know the amount, or just to know that it's available?
I think if you have the amount, I'm sure they would like to know that.
Sure. So for Southeast Asia, it's $1,795. For Sicily, it's $1,095. For Morocco, it's $1,695. And Egypt, it's $1,395.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, we have a lot of the single supplement questions. All right. Well, thanks again, Claudia. We will move on here to our next presenter. We have Andrew Spiro here with us. He's the sales executive for Go Next. He will be discussing the upcoming trips, Southern Charms, New Orleans to Memphis, and Marvelous Mediterranean, Barcelona to Rome. So whenever you're ready, Andrew.
Great. All right. Thank you so much, Jenny. Good evening, everybody. My name is Andrew Spiro. I'm with Go Next, and we are very excited to present Penn State's 2024 featured programs tonight. Of course, the Penn State Alumni Travel Program is a wonderful opportunity, of course, not only to visit amazing places, but travel with like-minded people and support your alumni as well. So many folks in these trips, they make lifelong friends along the way. And of course, some of them even become family. So this is the reason it's a true honor for Go Next to help facilitate some of these programs with you. Next slide. So we recently celebrated our 50th anniversary. We started chartering small aircraft, then we moved on to land programs, but now we specialize in ultra premium cruising. So the way we accomplish this longevity is by having a guest first mentality. And basically what this means is that we're with you every step of the way, from booking your trip all the way to providing a Go Next program manager on each ship to ensure that you have the best possible experience. The program manager is going to make sure they have all your questions answered, support you in your time of need, or maybe just make some recommendations for you. And of course, Go Next has very exclusive relationships with 3 major cruise lines: American Queen Voyages for domestic cruising, Emerald for European rivers, and Oceania Cruise Lines for ocean sailings. These relationships will ensure that Penn State gets the best possible pricing and value for the alumni, of course. Next slide. So we have 2 trips featured tonight. The first is an 8-day journey going north on the iconic Mississippi River. This starts in the fantastic city of New Orleans, travels up the bluff city, Memphis, Tennessee. This trip is going to offer you history, exploration, and relaxation. Next slide. All right. So for this trip, you're going to travel upon the American Queen steamboat. This is the largest steamboat ever built. The decor is both classic and opulent. The vessel carries only 400 passengers, features fine dining, Broadway caliber entertainment, and every ship comes with somebody called the River Lorian. And this is an expert in all things Mississippi River. And the paddle wheel on the back of the boat actually powers the boat. We get a lot of questions on that. Next slide, please. So your first port of embarkation is going to be New Orleans. Of course, you know, this is known as the soul of America. It's the blending of cultures: Cajun, Creole, African, Italian, Vietnamese, French, just to name a few. It's a city like no other. It's one of my favorites. It has unique music, architecture, art, and of course, the cuisine. Next slide. Next stop is Waterways, Louisiana. This is an exclusive port with the American Queen. It's located in White Castle, Louisiana. And pictured here is the Nottoway House, built in 1859. It's one of a kind, and it's a truly historic example of architecture that is not to be missed. Next slide, please. Then we are on to Pointe Coupé. This means new roads. This was named after a new road that the Spanish built in 1776. But the city is also known as the Little Carnival Capital. Here you can soak up all the architecture with a tour of the Lejeune House, the Lejeune Pedroyas historical building, and the St. Mary of Falls River Church as well. You can always take a stroll down Royal Street and check out the unique boutiques and some of the artisan products that they offer. But they say, come for the culture, but stay for the sunsets. Next slide, please. Next stop on the trip is Natchez, Mississippi. This was home to the Natchez Indians before the European settlements. What we're looking at here is the Rosalie Mansion. This is available for a self-guided tour and discovery. But Natchez is really known for its local arts community, its heritage, and its independent shops. If anyone's looking for a bit of retail therapy, you must check out the Old South Trading Post. It's truly one of a kind. Next slide, please. And then we finish in, of course, Memphis, Tennessee. As you know, this is known as the home of the blues. This is the birthplace of rock and roll. But for an emotional and historical experience, you could tour the Lorraine Motel, where Martin Luther King was tragically assassinated. But they also have landmarks such as Graceland, Stack Records, Sun Studios, for all the music lovers out there. You've got the famous Beale Street, of course, with the delightful smells of barbecue permeating the air. You have live music pouring out the windows. So if you're up for it, pack the dancing shoes, everybody. Next slide, please. Alrighty, our second trip called the Marvelous Mediterranean. This is a 10-day cruise. It goes from Barcelona to Rome. It'll take you to Spain, France, Monte Carlo, and multiple locations in Italy. Plenty of gorgeous cities to knock off your bucket list. Next slide, please. Your adventure will start aboard the vessel Serena. So this is an intimate 600+ passenger ship offering award-winning spa, heated pool, multiple hot tubs, 5 specialty restaurants, features exceptional cuisine. It has a coffee bar that puts Starbucks to shame, and it has afternoon tea every day. The cruise offers some of the finest cuisine on the seas, and if you consider yourself a foodie, this is definitely the trip for you. This is the one for me as well. So traveling with Oceania, thank you so much. it comes with two huge complementary benefits. The first is free internet, so you can keep in touch with all your loved ones. The second, of course, is free economy airfare. Today's environment, airfare is getting quite expensive. So the prices that are listed on your travel flyers will include free airfare from over 90 locations: Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Dulles, Reagan, you name it. You're also going to get the choice of three of the following options. You could get 6 free excursions, $600 ship credits, or a free beverage package as well. Next slide, please. So this trip will embark from Barcelona, where you'll get to visit the magnificent Montjuïc Gardens and Castle. You get to see the amazing La Sagrada Familia, which is Gaudi's unfinished masterpiece, or you could visit the beautiful Montserrat Monastery high in the mountains, of course. Next slide, please. Okay. Second will be, of course, the island of Palma, Spain. This has the magnificent Say Cathedral, the Belvedere Castle. It has the amazing natural wonders called the Drac Caves. This translates to the Dragon Caves. And of course, the locals, please request you do not feed the dragons because they had some incidents in the past. That was a dragon joke. Oh my gosh, I apologize. Okay, guys, on to the next stop, please. Thank you so much, is Mahon, Spain. This island is home to the mysterious stone megaliths called Taulis from an ancient civilization. It's also rumored to be the birthplace of the condiment mayonnaise. But of course, you can enjoy Mahon for its quaint villages, farms, and charming shops. Next slide, please. On to Sète, France, known as the Little Venice on the French Riviera. Best way to see the city, of course, is by boat. This unassuming little port has some of the best seafood in France. You can eat it right on the canal if you'd like. Next slide, please. And on to Saint-Tropez, France. Although you can see the port is stunning, you may want to go beyond this port, get out, enjoy the countryside a little bit. It has charming villages, lovely churches, beautiful views, and of course, you must try some of the lovely local wineries as well. Next slide, please. Okay, so this destination sort of speaks for itself. Of course, Monte Carlo has the Grand Corniche with its stunning views of Monaco. Of course, the Monaco Grand Prix. Has plenty of old city markets to stroll through. And of course, for maybe the James Bond fans out there, don't forget to try your luck at their famous casino as well. It's the lifestyles of the rich and famous. It's wonderful. Next slide, please. Thank you. This is one of my favorites here, Portofino, Italy. This is a very accessible port town, and it's the stuff that dreams are made of. It has, crystal blue waters, amazing culinary delights, churches, lighthouses, luxury shopping, you name it. And for incredible panoramic views, as we see here, make sure you get up to the Brown Castle. Next slide, please. And then second to last, we go to Florence and Pisa. And Florence again speaks for itself. The Duomo, Michelangelo's David, the Uffizi Gallery. Then of course we have Pisa. And it's not only known for that leaning tower that we see there on the picture, but it has a beautiful cathedral called Campi di Miracoli. They are perfect places to shop for unique art, gold, fine leather, and of course, all those great fine cheeses and meats. Next slide, please. And then our final stop is Rome. Of course, Rome, you can revel in the magnificent monuments, the Roman Forum, the Colosseum, St. Peter's Basilica, of course, Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel. And of course, you'd be sure to spend a few extra days there in the city so you can really indulge in the food and the fashion culture of Italy. And how do we do that, you might ask? If we go to the next slide, Go Next offers Go Beyond trips. And these are pre and post cruise trips that are available to spend a few extra days from either the embarkation or the departing city. All the arrangements are taken care of for you, from airport transfers to hotel stays. And another beautiful thing about this is it actually gives you a nice layer of insurance. So it gives you a bit of cushion of time when it comes to plane delays, if there's any lost luggage issues, and just to make sure that you get on the ship before it sails. we want to make sure you get on the ship, of course. So the post program for this trip, of course, is a 3-night or a 2-night in Rome. And you can inquire at gonext.com for both of these options. And of course, the next slide. Oh, not sure if we have the next slide, but we always highly recommend travel insurance, either through Penn State or Go Next. And it's just something great to have in your back pocket. And thank you so much for having me tonight. And thank you again, Jenny, for organizing the show. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Andrew. That was great. Looking forward to those trips definitely in 2024. Let's see if we have any questions here. I think we just have some more general questions. So we can go ahead and bring everybody back into their camera view. That way you can see us all while we do a little end of the presentation Q&A. So go ahead and submit any questions you have in the Q&A. We do have a traveler who has not previously traveled with a tour company. Can you, I know we've been tossing around the term single supplement. So maybe Bob, I think since AHI has so many trips that do not have the single supplement, can you just explain to our participants what exactly the single supplement is?
Sure. In a lot of cases, if you do want to travel solo and you want to be in a regular room or a regular cabin, you're going to have to pay a premium to do that. And we have a select number of our programs where you don't pay that additional cost. So we see more and more people traveling solo. So we've tried to expand our offerings for that, and it's been much appreciated.
Thank you. See what else we have here. Some questions that were submitted during registration. We had some questions if the travel schedule would be published in our alumni magazine, the Penn Stater. We did debut our 2024 trips in the May-June issue for the first time. And then you will see those trips printed in the Penn Stater moving forward. So that's exciting. We had another question here. How large is the group per trip? We can have anywhere from 6 to 45 travelers on our trips. It really just depends on the type of trip. And then, like we said, we sometimes are able to send Penn State hosts on the trip, which make it a little bit more exciting as well. So the numbers do vary, but you're always welcome to call the office and ask if you want more specifics on individual trips. Probably just a couple more minutes if anybody has any other questions. Our daughter is a current student. Can friends of ours book their own trip without anyone related to PSU going on the trip with them? Do they need to prove that they know a current student? No, anybody can book on our trips together, separately, however you prefer to book. There was a question in the chat earlier where somebody was asking if you need to be an alumni or if you need to be an alumni association member. You don't need to be either of those things. Anybody is welcome to travel on these trips. And then we have some questions about a South Pacific trip. We definitely, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think here. I might have to get back to you on that, Peggy, if we are planning a South Pacific trip, but I will make a note here to get back to you with that answer. All right, well, I think that concludes our presentation today. I just want to thank all of our participants for watching the Alumni Travel Showcase. A big thank you to Vanessa, Bob, Claudia, and Andrew for taking the time to tell us about the amazing trips they have lined up in 2024. I want to thank Carrie from the Alumni Association for running all the technology on the back end and our closed captioner as well. So visit alumni.psu.edu/travel to see our full listing of the trips, and also contact the Alumni Association office here and you'll speak with me directly if you have any questions or concerns. So thank you all again for attending today and have a great rest of your evening.